Hey guys, what's going on everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. If you're a video editor, you know that one of the things that you worry about or you come across is hard drive. You know how to manage your hard drive and manage your content the best way possible. All right. And so I was doing a whole lot of research on that because I had two main hard drives before, right? I had and both of them were Western Digital, and one of them was 3 TB, and the other one I believe was also 3 TB or 4 TB, something like that. And pretty much those two hard drives was the ones that I was working with a lot, so they held a lot of my contents. And what I came to realize that unfortunately both of those hard drives got damaged. The one that had all my projects on got damaged. The first time it happens, the hard drive was under warranty, so I sent it to them to send me a new one, and I lost all my content that was on there. Right, I didn't have a backup or anything like that. Like all my contents that was on there, I lost them. And the second hard drive that I was using, I used to use that for the projects that I was working on currently. So if I have a new project that I'm working on, I use that second hard drive for that. That was also, I believe that was 3 TB as well. Unfortunately, both of them got messed up, and it cost me a whole lot of money to be able to retrieve the data that was on there. And I'm going to talk about that on a separate video. And so when all this happened, I came to the realization that I gotta find a better way to sort of like manage my contents and set up my hard drive. And so I did a lot of researches. You know, there's this phantom hard drive that are like super big that, you know, everybody talk about, that is good and it's pretty expensive, but you know, it don't really get messed up. It's rare that it get messed up. It's very powerful. And I was attempted to buy one of those, but later on I said, you know what, I didn't really have the money for that, so I wanted to work with something that was in my budget and also something that would put me in a situation where all my contents are not sort of like concentrated on one device only. Now with that being said, what I end up having is a setup of about 6 different hard drives, right? And I know that sounds like a lot, right? 6 different hard drives, but I'm going to show you how I set it up, and I'm going to show you why I set it up that way, so you're going to see the benefit of it. So let me show you how I set up, right? So I have an iMac, right? I think it's 27-inch. It's pretty big, but the hard drive size in my iMac is 1 TB, right? So what I did was I went and purchased a 1 TB hard drive and used that to back up my Mac. So everything on my Mac backs up on my hard drive, and it's also the same size, so 1 TB. So I set up everything, you know how Mac has the machine backup nonsense or whatever. So I use that, and you know, and I set up in a way where every now and then it backup everything that's on my Mac onto the hard drive. So that's one of the hard drive. That's number one. And number two, I have another hard drive that is a portable hard drive, and everything, all the hard drive that I'm talking about here is going to be in the video in the description, so you'll be able to also go ahead and purchase this hard drive off Amazon, because I bought everything off Amazon. So you're able to go over there and get your hard drive and set it up to, if you want to sort of like mimic the same style. The second hard drive is a portable hard drive, right? And all of this is, most of them is G drives, right? Because you know they are pretty solid for the most part, right? So the second one is a portable hard drive. It's a 2 TB hard drive, and that one holds all my content for now, right? All my content, meaning all my projects. Whenever I go out on the field and I have a project, when I come back, if the project is on a memory card or whatever the case may be, I transfer everything directly to the hard drive. That hard drive also has a backup hard drive that is also 2 TB, but the backup hard drive is not portable. That one is very stationary. It's a desktop hard drive, but it's pretty good. And the reason why I bought that is because it has also this on and off button where you could turn on the hard drive and you could also turn it off. And with the fact that it used also electricity, the hard drive was much cheaper, but it gets the job done, and it's pretty solid. And a lot of time too, we have like outage in our area from time to time. It could live through that. It's not, it's powerful enough to be able to survive those kind of shock. So for the most part, it's been pretty safe. It's been pretty good. It's a very solid build hard drive, so it's pretty good. And that's the reason what I want. That's the reason why I wanted to have that as a backup hard drive. And I have a software that I use called Carbon Copy Cloner. It's not free. I think it's about like $20, $30, something like that. It's not expensive, but it's very, very good, right? Because that software, I mean, I'm gonna go into a separate video. I could talk about that more in detail, but pretty much what it does is that you set it up in a way where every hour or every 2 hours or every 30 minutes, it automatically backs up everything that's on your primary hard drive to your backup hard drive. Like, it automatically figures out like what's going on in each hard drive, right? So if you delete the content somewhere, it knows that you deleted the content somewhere, and it will copy the same information to the other hard drives. Pretty cool and pretty reliable. So far everything's been good. So as soon as I get home and I transfer all my projects into my main hard drive, the 2 TB one, it automatically knows that there's new information that's been copied to this hard drive. So Carbon Copy software automatically launches itself, and it starts backing up all the information onto the other hard drive, the backup hard drive. And just in case my backup hard drive is not connected, it will let me know that your backup hard drive is not connected. Please connect your backup hard drive in order for you to be able to copy and back up the information to the drive. So it's pretty good. The fourth hard drive that I have is called Current Project Hard Drive, and that one is the 1 TB. So the Current Project Hard Drive is the one that I use to do all my current projects, right? Whenever I have, because let's say I have 10 different projects, right, and I load all of them into my main hard drive, and then I start working. Whenever I start working on those projects one at a time. So when I start working on project number 1, I copy, I saved all those files, the raw file from Final Cut, onto my current projects. So whenever I know that I'm looking for my files on my current project, that's the hard drive that I go to, right? And that's the one that holds the raw file from Final Cut, right? That one too also has a backup. That one also has a backup drive. That's also 1 TB, right? So all my current projects are also being backed up on a different hard drive. So this puts me in a very, very safe zone. And believe me, man, when my hard drive got messed up, I went to hell. And so after that experience, I did not want to go through that experience again. So I really wanted to make sure I invest in some hard drive, and I invest in a smart way of setting up this hard drive so that at all time I'm safe. So current project also has a hard drive, which brings us to number 5. I have another one. The last hard drive that I have at number 6 is the one that is called the field hard drive. That's the one that I usually take with me when I go out to record, and I know I'm not close to home, and so I take that with me in my laptop, and just in case I need to take things off my memory card and store it somewhere, I store it on that field hard drive, right? And that one I got something pretty basic. So pretty much that's how I set it up. This is the image, as you can see. It looks like a lot of hard drive, but I think this allows my contents to be diversified in terms of where they are located. And this setup right here put me in a pretty like, I'm pretty safe, and I'm pretty confident that if anything happened, I'm not gonna lose my content for the most part, unless that hard drive gets like stolen or something like that, or something drastic happen, or my house get caught on fire, God forbid. Not gonna hold, and so but beside that, in terms of technical issues or whatnot, I think I'm pretty safe the way I try to spread it out, you know what I mean. So, and one thing I wanted to mention too, the current project hard drive, that one I has it as a Thunderbolt. The reason why I got Thunderbolt for that one is that because it helps smoothing my editing when I'm working on a project. It doesn't really take, like, everything kind of runs smooth because it's a lot more, it's faster, it's pretty powerful, it's pretty heavy, it's pretty well protected. Even if I drop it, for the most part, it should still work. So you could look into this hard drive individually if you want to. You could probably do some research on them, but trust me, I did extensive research on all of this, and pretty much each hard drive that I have serves exactly the purpose in which they're kind of like known for. So this is a pretty good setup if you want to just, you know, do it the same way. And all this run me a total of it's definitely less than $1,000. I don't have the exact numbers in my head, but I could definitely look into that and put it in the video description. But again, like I said, this right here is a setup that I've been using for a while now, and it's been working pretty well, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. So with that being said, I don't want this video to be too long. Go ahead, look in the video description, click on the links to this hard drive, get this hard drive set up the same thing. If you have any questions, still feel free to leave comments below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. I'm gonna do separate videos in terms of how I edit. When I'm editing, how do I edit in terms of how do I use my hard drive while I'm editing. I'm gonna talk about that separately. If you want to have a video about that, please let me know in the comment below. And also Clone, the software that copies the files from one hard drive to another. I could also talk about that in greater detail on a separate video, and how you could set up specific times and do certain schedules, and how often you want it to copy, and how reliable it is. I could do a separate video about that also. If you want to have that too, also let me know in the comment below. All right, so till next time, you guys have a wonderful day. As always, merci beaucoup mon frère.